If you got one more thing to say.
All right, let me begin. I'm filling in on the ostrich situation in Canada here. And we have Pat King on a video discussing his view on the matter and what his intentions and future plans, etc. are regarding his involvement with activism, I suppose, etc. I haven't really been up on the things, but this popped up on my feed, and of course, I thought it was interesting enough to share. So let me just play what I have here to do.
Say it here, and then I'm gonna go and do my thing.
All right, this is my last thing. I dropped a link there in the thing. It says, "Don't tread on me. Stop injecting poisons." There's a list of the fruits adjuvants. It talks about human use, talks about why it's not allowed in humans, what happens when they use it in humans, and what the effects are. Now, I want you to think about the documents again. You know, in the documents, in the affidavit, we were talking about 14 different bacteria or something. We were talking, or viruses, and then we went on to bacteria. There's another blue and white page that says 36 different antibodies being created, and plus boosters. Now, when Pat shows this clip here of this lady crying over her birds that she cares so much about, when you look at those adjuvants, I want you to ask yourself if you would put that in your pet that you care so much about, that you're sitting there crying at the gate every single day. It's an emotional appeal, and I've heard from people at the camp that she turns those tears on like a tap. She said it can't be patent. She told you it's natural. The patents are there.
We've got the patents, ladies and gentlemen. The patents are there for this. So if it's natural, you can't patent something natural. We've seen this through the COVID. We've seen this going through when we were doing all of this stuff. And now we're seeing what's really happening. Okay?
So the thing is, they don't have...
Gail, Bernie, you can say we're both screwed. You have no idea how deep this goes. I really wish that you guys could just stop. Stop what you're doing and talking about you guys are this, you guys are that. Just look for yourself with an open mind and look through and past this. Okay, Joe, I'm gonna drop down because I'm gonna drop you down because I'm gonna go and bring on some more things and then I'm gonna say my piece and then I'm out.
Okay, good luck,
buddy.
I was almost out yesterday. I got you.
Got you, man. All right. Oops. So I want to say this much. You can tell me to stop. You can say whatever you want. You can call me a clown. You can say whatever you want. I'm going to tell you this much, and this is my story for each and every one of you guys. There is something shady going on at that farm. There are nefarious things happening behind the scenes with that farm, with the groups that are there, with the people that are involved. Money is being taken from the kitchen and not replaced for the food. Everybody has to get the food donated, but yet people are donating money to buy food. And then somebody walks in and takes all the money and goes and gets their hair done and gets their nails done and says they got to take off to Vancouver, but then go to Golden to go and get themselves all prettied up for their little camera episode. I know somebody else who did the same thing. I know somebody else who used to go and leave for a couple days and then couldn't be found and then comes back and they're all gussied up and camera ready with the makeup on and they cry the fake crocodile tears and I know somebody else who did the same thing. I saw it. I watched it. In fact, I called it out in real time. And guess what? You're all claiming these people to be the heroes. You all think that these people, I've stayed silent on this long enough. I want to bring something else up. I asked straight up, and this is my last one, and then you're going to get my message. My last one is this, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to do a reunion. Now that Chris and Tamara can now have their little show called House Arrest -18. I asked for let's have a little reunion. Let's all get back on and show everybody that we're united. Let's get everybody out there knowing that, hey, you know what? We haven't been able to talk for years. We haven't been able to say anything. And this was the response. So you need to put Pat on your show. Why won't you? He has his own show. Go watch it if you like. Well, Chris, Guess what, Chris? I only wanted to show people that we were together, finally talk about things. Let's clear the air on stuff. Let's humble each other. Let's put some humility behind some of the mistakes that we made. And let's move forward and bring people together and show the unity that we have. But guess what? You won't bring me on, right? Is that because you're afraid your little crown might tilt a little bit? And then you're going to have to show up and say, hey, guess what? You know what? We did do Pat dirty. We did throw him under the bus to save our asses. And we did try to, make amends by giving him a few bucks. But you know what? Hey, it is what it is, man. Like, we don't want to talk to you. We don't want to have this stuff. It is what it is. You know what? I wanted to bring it together. I wanted to have a roundtable with all the reunion of the originals that were on there, and just let's hash things out and let's figure stuff out and let's give the public a beautiful message that we are all together and we're all sitting here and we're all going to talk about it. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, and this is to all the haters in there, you're going to love this. Rhonda Miller, I am not butthurt, not at all. If you only knew what happened. Okay? If you only knew what they were doing behind the scenes to all of that, to everything that we did. But guess what? You all got what you wanted. Here's my message to each and every one of you. This is my last message. And listen closely, all 1,024 of you guys. You can thank the people that have come out and attacked me over these freaking birds. You can hate me all you want. But guess what? You just ruined it for everybody else out there. You are never going to get me involved in anything. I am never going to help anybody again. I am never going to get involved in a single thing again. You're all on your own. I'm done. I'm out. I will never, ever be involved in anything that anybody is trying to promote. Do not ask me to use my platform. Do not reach out to me for my help. Do not reach out to me for my expertise on things. Do not reach out to me and ask me for my opinion. Do not ask me for a single thing anymore. I am out. I am not having anything involved with any of you ever again. And I don't care. I am done. If you want, you guys watch people tear this apart while I was locked up in jail. I watched the psyops being played while I was in jail. I watched these people run for 3 freaking years, acting like they were the heroes, that they started all of this, that they did this and they did that, and they were the heroes. No, you know who the real heroes are? The real heroes are each and every one of you guys that took a stand and stood out there in the freezing cold, waved us on, honked, and got down to Ottawa and supported. You are the heroes. I'm not a hero. Chris and Tamara aren't a hero. And fucking everybody else that is sitting there in that giant psyop that is politically run, that has been stinking to high heavens of a conservative fucking movement that took over everything we built. I will no longer be a part of any of it. And that's what you get, because I am done. I am done. I have bigger fish to fry. I am going for my appeals. I am going through all of the nonsense of courts. Nobody gives a shit about that. Some do, some don't. But to the negative people out there that have brought this on, you will never get my help again or anything. And the Ostrich...
Well, that sounds quite fair, considering everything that's been going on and is expressed. Yeah. So it looks like the cat's out of the bag. I'll let him finish up and then I'm gonna play it out. So everybody enjoy it.
When it comes to fruition and you find out that you've all been duped, here is my I told you so. That's it. I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the Real Pat King Show. Goodbye.